So now we're going to do the high position windmill. We just did the low position windmill. And the form is going to stay the same, except this time for the high position windmill, you're going to have the weight in the upper hand. So you're going to start by cleaning the kettlebell to your chest. Now from this point, you need to get the kettlebell overhead. So you can press it, you can jerk it, you can push press it, however you want. You want to get the kettlebell locked out so that the kettlebell is aligned over your shoulder, aligned over your hip, so that mostly your back muscles are holding the weight. Now from here, position your feet pointing away from the kettlebell. So the kettlebell's in my right hand. I'm going to turn my feet to the left. Very important to keep your eyes on the kettlebell and not looking down. And again, the chest is turned upward towards the ceiling. Keep the rear leg straight, point my hip out to the side. Now I track my front hand down the inside of the leg. As you inhale, you fold, and you fold by pushing the rear hip out. Fold laterally and slightly forward. For now, just work on touching your fingers to the ground. And then as you exhale, stand straight. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now once you're comfortable touching your fingers, now you want to really work your range of motion and learn to touch your palm. That looks like this. Now, that's the high position windmill. I want to talk a little bit further about how to increase your range of motion on this exercise. This is a tremendous stretch for the groin and the hamstrings in particular, the rear side of your body. So from this point, oftentimes you may get stuck here or just touching your fingers and not quite able to get your palm to the ground. So I'm going to show you some basic mechanics and a way to improve your range of motion. One method, or one component, is that the farther you push your hip out, the farther you're going to go down. So you don't think of pulling yourself down with this side. You think of pushing yourself down by pushing that hip out. The farther I push the hip, the farther down this hand goes. Here's another technique. This is a visualization taken from martial arts. Okay? Think of the floor as a brick, and you're trying to break the floor or break the brick with your palm. So what you're going to do is you're going to visualize striking the floor with your palm and project your focus about 6 inches deep into the floor. So this is coordinated with your breathing. Inhale down, touch your fingers. Now as I exhale, I'm going to slam my heel into the ground, the heel of the palm. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So the coordination is this palm and this opposite hip. As the hip pushes out, the palm extends. Okay? So inhale, exhale. Weight, center over the hip. Inhale down. Now push. And touch the palm. And stand. Just going to show one more variation. It's just a slight modification of the stance. Instead of pointing your feet together, you can also point the feet. As you're doing the windmill here, you're coming straight down the center. So keep the toes pointing forward. Keep your eyes on the kettlebell. And come straight down the center. So this time, your weight is centered equally over both legs. So that's the high position windmill. Tremendous conditioning and flexibility drill for your entire midsection and lower body.